Hello Taurus, this is a timeless reading for you. I am using my own tarot cards, my medieval oracle cards. In the middle of the spread you have the goblin, then you have the maiden, poison, the healer and the letter. And to me it looks as if at the moment you might become aware of a toxic or poisoning effect on your life, your mentality, your emotions. This could be, for many of you, a person that's in your life. For others, it could just be some kind of spiritual influence. And it could also just be your own mindset about yourself, some poisoning thoughts you are having about yourself, something that is not doing you any good. Or, as I said, for most of you, I have a feeling this is a literal person. This goblin in my deck is some kind of, maybe what the devil card would be in other decks. The goblin doesn't always have to appear in a negative way. Like all my cards, they can come up in a negative or positive way. Here I have the feeling it comes up in a negative way. So the goblin is someone who's manipulative, someone who is greedy, someone who has no empathy or sympathy, but someone who can pretend to have empathy or sympathy to get something out of you or to just get something from you that they want, that they can't create on their own, or they don't want to create it on their own. This could also just be someone who is sadistic, someone who enjoys people's suffering, and I think you know what I'm aiming at, and there's probably no reason to go into this any deeper and further, because I bet you already know what kind of energy or person or inner experience or mindset that is for you. In the unconscious position, there is the maiden card, and I feel like this represents your energy. The maiden in my deck can appear, if it's in a negative sense, which I feel it is in this case, like someone who is feeling unappreciated, someone who is not getting what they deserve for their work or for who they are, someone who is being exploited, someone who's being suppressed. The maiden card can also appear in positive ways, but I feel this is not the case here in this reading. So this is some kind of energy that you felt pushed into, some kind of mindset you are having about yourself, or a kind of feeling that was forced onto you by this person, or if this is not a literal person, but just a metaphor for you, for another kind of negative influence in your thoughts and emotions. This is what this makes you feel like a maiden, even if you're a man, then you might feel like a servant or just someone who is not getting the proper respect and acknowledgement they deserve. And in the conscious position, there is the poison card, and it's just, it speaks for itself here in this reading. It's just showing that you are aware that this situation, this person, this mindset, whatever it is for you, this is toxic for you. This is not doing you any good. What you need, and not only what you need, but I feel strongly this is also what will soon come towards you. For many of you, literally as a person, there is a healing energy that wants to help you, and you know that, or you might soon become aware of that. It could literally be a woman. It doesn't have to be the healer. Of course, can also be a man. This is on one hand your own inner healing, your own inner wisdom that will help you to overcome this situation. But for many, many, many of you, I feel like this is also a person in the external world, someone around who will have the skills, or it doesn't have to be professional skills like a therapist. It can be for some, but it could also just be a mother, a friend, or a psychic, whatever. There is a very good energy around you, or will soon enter your life, that will help you to push or to trigger these own healing qualities within yourself, like help you to heal yourself. Then there is the realization at the top of the reading. And for some of you, I feel like this is a kind of message or information that you have already received in the past and that you didn't understand properly. But this whole situation, or resolving this whole issue, will help you to understand something in that message that you couldn't understand earlier. For others, it means that you will maybe receive some kind of message or information from this healer about your healing, or about maybe if you applied for a therapy and you were, I don't know, here in Germany, sometimes it takes 6 months. When you contact a therapist, you have to wait often for a long time until they have a free spot available. So this could be something about that, if you've been waiting for some kind of spot to go to therapy. For others, it could mean something entirely different. It could also just literally be a doctor that you were waiting for to give you some news about something. It could also just be, I don't know, maybe this healer is just someone who is not literally in some kind of healing service, but someone who will heal you by giving you a very positive information that will set you free in some way and give you some relief. Like maybe if it's a lawsuit or something, this could be a lawyer giving you good news, and that itself will give you a healing experience, or it could be anything. Another thought I was having about this letter could be that after the situation got solved, you might receive some news that you've been waiting for, not necessarily regarding this situation. So that was all I'm seeing in your reading. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card, which is a very feminine card in my reading, which does not mean that it cannot apply to men. Men also have their feminine inner qualities, just as women have their masculine qualities. And this Moon card is also often, it comes up as a very spiritual energy. This could just be your own intuition. It also radiates harmony, it radiates friendliness. There is this kind of love, and I always feel like this card also, it reminds me of some parenting, like, this star that the moon is holding in her hands. It's some kind of her child. So it could be that there is a situation, if this situation gets solved, maybe in your family life some relaxation will come. Maybe if you or someone in your family or your entire family was affected by this person or this situation, and now the situation is getting solved, it could just mean that if there was some tension in your family, that this could be coming to some kind of ease, relaxation, and harmony. And that was all. That's a very quick reading, quite on point, I think. So I'm just gonna leave it here. It's quite positive, and thank you so much for watching.